Hello, hello, it's Wesel here, and thanks for joining me as I continue on my adventures in SnowRunner on hard mode. And today we're at day 62 here in Sardinia, and we're really getting towards the end. I reckon we're looking at about 65 days all up. So we're at day 62. Today we're going to focus on the last tasks here in the Valley of Falling Rocks. So we've got two outstanding tasks. No food for the wood borers, which is the delivery of long logs down to the southwestern village, right in the bottom left-hand corner of the map. And there's another contract, which I can't remember the name of, another task, where we're going to be delivering the prototype exploration unit onto the sort of the top of a little knobbly hill between the solar power plant and the railway station. So somewhere we don't go that often, but we have been past it a bit. Anyway, let's get stuck in, because obviously when we're stuck in, we'll get it all done. Whereas when we're just sitting around talking, we don't get anything done. So we are good to go. We've got our mighty Tayga here. He's got his long logs on board. We're literally going to follow the railway line down a bit and then turn off to the right. But at the moment, I don't have any sound, which could mean that I've just buggered things up. No, and no. It could mean that I'm a silly sausage. That's always pretty... There we go. Now I've got sound. Okay. Let's go. Because without sound, it's just not so much fun. We've just got to get ourselves back up and onto the train line. But otherwise we won't be able to get past this little crossing. So I'm pretty hopeful that we should get both this task and the prototype exploration unit task done. And that means then we've got a couple of contracts needing to deliver water to various places, and the one contract to deliver the Water Boys. Now that'll take quite a while, that water boy one. That'll be a day in its own right. I think delivering the water is going to be probably a day and a bit. So if we can start delivering water today, we'll probably finish it tomorrow. Anyway, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Let's deliver our long logs. Got to take them up here to the end of this path. I'm not even going too low here because it does seem a little bit muddy. And this is the only I'll start again. This is the only long log delivery that we have to do in the entire region. So once we've done this one, did I take a photo? Or will we take a photo? Let's take a photo of the Burlak on top of the little mountain, I think, rather than this one. So let's deliver that. No, let's deliver that. There we go. No food for the wood borers. Looks like fine. While you were gone, I went out and got myself some proper beetle repellent wood stain too. Yeah, I won't be feasting on my house. Well done. So let's grab that. We're going to detach the trailer because we don't need that no more. And we're going to bring this guy, I'm getting to reverse, back to the, I don't know where, probably just back to the train station to start with. We will have to eventually bring him back to the gateway and through and all of that. Might leave that till a bit later. We'll bring him back to the train station. And then we'll go and hop in the Burlak, which is up at the intersection near that leads us to the fuel station. And we'll bring the Burlak all the way down. And take it up and onto the top of the hill to deliver the prototype unit. The big puddle. Let's go. Sweet. Yeah, so we're going to be taking the Burlak to the top of that sort of rocky hill where those birds are sort of flying around. That's where he's going. So let's just leave this here for the minute. It's probably right in the way, but that's okay. Then we'll hop over to the Burlak, which is, actually I'll just bring the map up, which is up here near the turn off to come to the gas station, or what I call the fuel station. So he doesn't have a lot of fuel left because I gave all the fuel to the Tayga. Can I sneak through there? Yeah. But I'm pretty sure that we can get to the fuel station on about 20 litres of fuel. So we've left him with 48. So if he can't get to the fuel station on 48 litres of fuel, I'll be a bit embarrassed. And once we get to the fuel station, obviously, we'll be able to load up with fuel and make sure that we've got 12 litres or more in the prototype unit. Put myself into high gear. That was a bit silly, wasn't it? I didn't go into high gear. Didn't let it go. I think going along here with the diff lock on would be a bit difficult. I think it would complain. We'll go into high. Drive ourselves all the way. Yeah, so we will be fine for fuel, as expected. So let's come up here and then work out how to get as close to 12 litres as we can do. And we might not be very close, but we'll just see. Turn off. Don't refill. 36 litres. So that's... oh, what about? How about... what's the half of 36? The half of 36 is 18. So if we put 36... stop it. 36. Right, so that'll give us... that's pretty good. So that's 17 litres. And it leaves 19 in the... ooh, that's interesting. So we can fuel up 9 litres. Yeah, near enough. Can I be bothered? Yes, I can. I can always be bothered saving a litre. From the prototype back to the Burlak, and then from the trunk repairs to the prototype. Right. I see that's going to fill up 18 then. I don't want to fill up 18. Right here. You can have 17 litres, that's fine. In the fuel station, we'll fill up the Burlak, the slant back, trunk repairs, not the prototype, no. And we're done. Okay, so the prototype's got 17 litres in it, which is more than what we need, but what I don't want to do is turn up there with what I think is 12 litres and then find that for some reason it says, No. That's only 11. Covering the bases was the last one. So we're going to bring it up to here. Now, we could pull it up this way. Which is probably... I think we might do that. I was planning to bring it up this way, because we've done that before. But I'm going to try the other way, just because I can. So before we go herring off through there, let's go this way. Now this could end in lots of vessel tears, because that is the path that we're going to take. We have not gone up before in this direction. We've come down it a few times and had a little bit of fun and games in doing so. So it's not the most pleasant, but maybe going up will be okay. Guess we'll see. We do have the Tayga right there, and the big Zix if we really need it. This thing does have a autonomous winch, so if we do fall over, we should be able to stand ourselves back up. But as we found when we were sort of flopping about in the East Farm, it can sometimes be a bit easier said than done. This thing seems to like to slide across the terrain rather than dig its wheels in and actually stand up again. We will see. We definitely don't want to tip it over anyway. Now there's a trailer upside down over here somewhere. Yes. He can stay there. He's out of the way. Pretty much. I think we found that the Burlak came down the trend line pretty well. It's a bit slow. But hopefully, yeah, we'll get this without major challenge. Managed to get him up the fairly steep, windy path to the research camp. He can come back down and join the Tayga and the big Zix at the train station. And we'll then swap over to the Voron AE, which has some fuel, has some water. Challenge for the Voron AE delivering the water is going to be making sure we plan it out in terms of stopping at the fuel station on the way. That's pretty achievable. Let's just see if we can get off these. No, we're pretty much stuck there. Right. Yeah, so not the speediest mode of transport. We do love its big wheels. I mean, look at that. What a machine. Stomping along. Just imagine that stomping down the train lines. Actually, have we even been inside this thing? Let's have a look inside. We've got a radio up the top there and switches for our lights. Don't know what the bell is for a switch there. Oh, no, that's your beacons on top. What we got over there? Oh, we got some stuff in the back, 6 spare parts. That's pretty cool. Passenger seats good for anyone else. Oh, there you go. Very neat. Lots of switches. It's a switchy sort of truck, isn't it? Lots of flick switches. And lots of... Right, oh my God, that's not where you want to be. Oh, I'm reading the writing in Russian that I can't read, and then not watching where I'm going. Anyway, let's hop out of this. Now, because I've just about gone past my turn off. That was a bit of fun though, wasn't it? And now we're just going to have to be super careful. Put ourselves into low gear. Put our big lock on to make sure we've got good traction. Find our way up these little steps. Annoying little rocks that just get under your wheels. It's just a little bit annoying. Goodness me, we're not getting any traction. No turn. If I remember, this is nasty. We might even do a bit of a safety winch. Oh wow. So you're winching from quite high on the truck as well. Use the winch to pull me around the corner. Thank you. And we've got one more like that. One more nasty type turn. We'll probably again use a winch to get around. If we need to, I might not need to for that one. I'm going to have to go back and do that again though, because these angles are bad. Yes, I said, just don't want to lift the front wheels while bumping on those rocks. Ease up through here. Oh yes, this is a much easier way to come than the other way. How about we turn so we can get that mountain range? Oh! Okay. Yay, nice. Just as we hoped, the signal's coming in clear now. And since this setup also works as a relay, nearby villages will get much better coverage too. Yay! Alright, so let's just roll back a bit, because I would like to have got him in a better position than that. It does look pretty neat with it being open and everything, doesn't it? Can we take a photo of that? No, I can't really take from the back. We're just in the wrong sort of spot for a nice photo, aren't we? Oh, that's a pity, isn't it? That is a pity. All right, well, I'm going to fiddle and see if I can get a good photo. Okay. Can't say it was the greatest photo, but it was a photo. Now, can I actually move that guy? No, attach winch. Okay. We can't attach it now. Well, that's going to be a little bit annoying because he's sort of now right in the way, isn't he? I drag him out of the way? No attachments. Oh, so that's a bit annoying. I've just sort of basically blocked that path. Because we put a trailer there. Oh well. So we'll try and sneak past. I like that very much. This one's a veritable Austin Powers truck, isn't it? Oh, okay. So, we're going to bring this guy now back to the train line. Everybody else. Very carefully. Cautiously. And then we'll switch to the Voron and bring the water trailer and the water that's in his water tank, his fire tank. Sometimes, really? just tries to be scare-making. Right, so we're going to attach again. Go for the one way back there. It'll keep us nice and tight with the rock. No trouble. I'm pretty sure we tipped over, I think it might have even been the Voron, something coming down here, which was very surprising. Yes, I don't remember what it was, but anyway. We are good and done now. Whee! Down that side. We're going to leave this guy so we can fuel up the Azov 7 when we come over here to pick up all these Data Bouys. You can just sit there for a minute. Then we'll go to the Voron AE, change the task, and we're going to now be doing 2 tasks at once. We're going to do water for the weary. We're going to start by going to the West Chapel. This one up here. So what we're going to do from here is zoom around our usual path, come this way, past the Azov 7, along this way, turn up there, along here, and get to the West Chapel, where we'll deliver 500 litres of water from the truck. We'll then do our best to turn around and come back to here, so we can scoot back down and over this side, which isn't too bad. Or at least it wasn't too bad coming up the other way. Now I'm going to put a marker here, because that's the point where I'm going to want to detach the trailer. I don't really want to take the trailer all the way to the... I didn't even activate the contract either. I don't know. Right, now I have. Yeah, I don't want to take the trailer all the way to the West Chapel, because that'll just make turning around a little bit harder. What is that thing over there? What are you? Oh, Southwest Lake. Oh, that's where we've got to take one of the Data Bouys. Okay, fine. So that's a Data Bouy drop-off spot. That spot sort of at 12 o'clock now. There. Fine, we're not going to do that. We're going to water. So for water, we have to drop off 3 small drops at the 3 chapels. Now we went to these same spots when we were dropping off packaged sand, wooden planks and cement, I think it was, to each of them. And I pretty much remember that the North Chapel is a bit of a piggy pig to get to. We definitely won't be dragging the trailer up there either. So my cunning plan for fuel is that we're going to drop water at the West Chapel first, then get across onto the train line, follow the train line up, check fuel when we're on the train line. If necessary, we'll sidestep in and get, I reckon we probably will, and get fuel. Then go up to the North Chapel with the truck only. So we'll leave the trailer at the fuel station. Go up to the North Chapel, drop off the little bit of water that needs. Then go on, back to the fuel station, refuel, pick up the water trailer, continue and head over to the greenhouse cluster, which is sort of on the way to the East Chapel. Drop off all the water that's in the trailer to complete the other contract, water for the weary. Oh no, that's what this is. I don't know what that was called then. Something with a watery. Right, so here's our turn off going up to the other place. So I'm going to leave the trailer there. That's the way we're going to go. First, I have to come over here and drop off my 500 litres at the Western Chapel. Oh, steady, don't be carried away. Actually not dropping it at the Western Chapel, we're going on a little bit. I'm dropping it at the, I don't know, is this the Manse? Is that what they call it? Oh. Anyway. Let's drop that off. Rightio. So that's 500 litres gone to the West Chapel. And then do a turnaround. Head back and get our water trailer. And head to the fuel station. Next drop off will be at the north. It's a little bit scary, but otherwise okay. Get across to there. Okay. Don't you roll over, you silly trailer. Get back on your feet. Trailer wanted to have a lie down. Well, no time for that. Yeah. Bit of a series of S's going through there. Now, which way do we go now? I think we might as well go left. It's possibly marginally quicker / easier to go right and then follow the train line. But I think this will be okay. Voron's pretty solid. In fact, I really like the Voron, if you hadn't noticed. Voron AE, especially now it can pull trailers and have a crane and a sideboard bed. I can pretty much do everything. Yes, its fuel tank isn't the biggest. It's pretty efficient. As long as you sort of think about where you're going to want to refuel and get your logistics set up right, it's a great truck to use. Climb up the grass, always easier. think I turn right here. So I think this is the path that we would then normally have come along if we'd gone along by the waterside. Let's just... Yes, I can see the excavator there, so I know where I am. We've actually got quite a lot of fuel. I wonder if we can leave the trailer here. Can we get to the North Chapel and back on 150 litres of fuel? I would have thought we can. It's 2/3 of a tank. Trailer, missed the thingy, crash into it. We'll leave the trailer there. 148 litres. Oh, is it worth it? Let me just have a stop and think. Right. We have got to go. Yeah, we're only going up to there, which will be tricky, but not possible. Yeah, we'll be fine. You watch, we'll run out of fuel. It'll be very annoying because then I'll have to bring something over. So anyway, we're on our way to the North Chapel. Now this one I know is a bit nasty to get to. So we came up here, I think it was with the Azov 7. But going with the Voron is probably going to make it a little bit better. The only thing is the Azov 7 has got such a good turning circle. The twin steer and the turning wheels at the rear. As the Voron's turning circle is a little bit average. Come down here and then go up the other side. That's where we're going. So we're nearly there. Little bump that's going to be annoying here. Got to miss the tree. That's good. Right. So we now need to drop off 350 litres here. Nice. Alright, so you've got a path there that goes absolutely nowhere. Alright, we're going back the way we came. Go back and get our water trailer and then take it to the fuel station. And hopefully our bravery will pay off. We'll make it back to the fuel station and have avoided going to the fuel station twice. This could be the hard bit. We probably have got something we can bump on the other side. Yeah, there's a log there. But we don't need it. And we're just going to take it a bit steady. We're not in a rush. I'm way ahead of schedule. This is all going a bit quicker than I thought it was going to. So I'm happy with that. We've been close to getting around there. It was getting very close to the edge. We would have got very close to the edge. Just to mess me up. I think that's the scariest part done. We've just got a bit of mud to play with. I might even just miss that one by going over here. And then we're back on the path we've travelled on quite a few times. Will lead us back to the train line. Watch that rock in the middle there. You can't turn around it. It'll be mean to you. The rest of it's fine. We've still got 99 litres of fuel. Be enough to get us to the fuel station. I'm just going to work out how we're going to get our happy little water tanker. Oh, we should be able to just drag it. There we go. Nice. Right, so over to the fuel station. Fuel up and then head to the greenhouse cluster. Then we'll be able to deliver our trailer's worth of water for the other contract that I'll switch to once we get to the fuel station. And we might even make it to the East Chapel to deliver our last 750 litres of water out of the truck. Would be a particularly impressive day's work. And we've really only got one contract to go, which is the Data Bouys contract. And then bringing all the trucks home. So we're heading now over to the greenhouse cluster, which we did with the Azov 7 a while ago, dropping off the first. Well, I said I was going to change that, didn't I? Right, so stop the truck, change the contract. Not water for the weary. Water constitution. No, not water constitution. Dry spell. Yeah, dry spell. Right. Despite it saying we have to go to the North Chapel, really we're taking things to the greenhouse cluster. Here. We're currently here. So we'll come along our path, up the hill, and deliver to the greenhouse cluster. We'll then leave the water trailer there because we're done with it, and come down this way and deliver the water to the East Chapel. So we are in grave danger of actually finishing both contracts today. On top of the two tasks that we've already finished. So, wow. We are just knocking things over. Well, let's count those chickens after that, perhaps, eh? We may not get there. So then we've got to bring all the vehicles back to the garage. still got to use the Azov 7 to deliver those water buoys all over the place. I'm expecting that to be a pretty serious day's work, because we have to do it in, at best, 2 lots. Might be that we have to actually do 4 lots. I can't get the 2 data buoys into the back of the Azov's tray. Wiggle our way along here, and then we'll turn left up the hill. Where we went with the Azov 7 to drop off the initial 1,200 litres of water that we've already dropped, leaving us needing just 2,000 litres, which is what we have in the trailer. We just need to make sure we get this angle right. I was just a bit nervous of that first step. Too wide. I'm going to crash into that tree. Right. So this will get us up and over to the North Chapel, to the to the greenhouse cluster. Won't get us to the North Chapel. That's where we just were. Didn't need to deliver there. Oh, steady, 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 bumpy rocks. I'm a bit too close to that tree. Okay. All right. I don't want to do it from there. I want to do it from the, not from the fire tank, from the water carrier trailer to the water tower. Yes, that's what I want to do. 2,000 litres to go there. Done. Perfect timing. Lovely. So there we go. Oops. Accept. We will now detach the trailer. Okay, and we now need to toddle on and deliver 750 litres to the East Chapel, which will be a little tricky, but not too bad. I think, which way do we go here? Do we go left or right? Go right, all the way down, and then all the way up and over. Okay, pretty much follow this path. Oh, what a brilliant day today so far. Let's not mess it up now. We have had one of our best days today in terms of getting things done and finishing tasks and delivering stuff. Just a bit scared now. This will just leave us, once we get this done, with, yeah, as I said before, delivering the Data Bouys and then bringing all the trucks back home. which will be a day in its own right. We still have a lot of trucks everywhere. Oh, here we go. You're there. We've done it. I haven't tipped over. How about that? Water management. Ready. Done. Sure, the journey wasn't easy. Now, thanks to your efforts, travellers who stopped by certainly won't have to go thirsty. Yay for us. Wow. Okay, engine off. So, no tasks remaining. No contracts remaining in this, the Zardanian administration set. Only water constitution remaining here. And if I pop back into the other map, no tasks there either. So the only thing we have left is water constitution. So we'll do that tomorrow. I think for today, in the remaining time, I'm going to start bringing trucks back to where they should be. So actually, I'll get rid of that task as it's standing there because it's just going to annoy me. And we'll start by bringing this guy back via the fuel station so we can pop him up. And then we'll try and bring trucks through the gateway 2x2 because that at least minimises the loading time. And we've currently got, I don't know, the Voron AE, the Burlak, the Tayga, the Zigs, so that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. They all have to come back to the gate, to the garage on this map. So that's 2 pairs, I guess. We'll think about whether we want to bring things back too much before we finish with the Azov. Because obviously the last thing I want to do is spend time bringing everyone back from here into the other map and then find that the Azov tips over somewhere and I have to then take a truck in there to stand him back up again. That would be annoying. Now I'm just going to literally do the reverse of what I did to get here. Here we are back past our water tanker that we don't need anymore. No, didn't quite get around there. This side. Just about made it right. And then we're back onto the path that leads us back to the fuel station then. We go through the rather deep water crossing here, but we managed it last time. Not here, but in a minute. We'll probably manage it again. This is the deep water crossing coming up now. We do have some things we can winch from if we need to. Managed to come through without winching, so probably managed to get back without winching. Just depends where the rocks are. Fine, look at that. So we have successfully make it back to the fuel station. So now back to the train line. I'm thinking I might just grab that 2-slot trailer that's on the side and take that with us. That may or may not be needed to help the Azov. If we can, I'm going to try and pack 2 water buoys into the tray of the Azov and off we go. However, if we can't pack 2 of them in, then by having the 2-slot trailer there, we can put one in the truck and one in the trailer and pretty much achieve the same end result. Well, it's certainly not going to hurt to bring the trailer down with us. Just got to work out how to get it back on its wheels. We pop it. And we'll press the wrong button. That's it. About that. Too far away. Okay. Yes. Got it now. Right, so I can take this down to the train station, which is where the Data Bouys are. Then we'll be able to bring the Azov 7 over. Everyone will be happy. Now, depending on how quickly we can deliver the Data Bouys tomorrow, we may well finish tomorrow. So it will take a while to bring all the trucks back and refuel them and repair them and put them away, I suppose. We've got rather a lot of trucks out and around at the moment. Not only on this map, but also like the Steppe and the Jiangsu, although he's well on the way back to the garage. Kind of want to stay on the right line here. Yeah, that one. But don't fall over. I'm going to get off. actually want to come in here. The Data Bouys are all lined up neatly over there. So I'm just going to leave the trailer here for now. We can sort out who's on first later on. I'll put this guy also out of the way. Righty. There. Hop in the Azov 7. Bring this guy over to pick up the Data Bouys. Through our little trees here, which we like to cut through. It's getting pretty light now, not too bad. We're not quite at 8 o'clock yet. Oh, sorry, tree. I'm trying to get around you. Pop up our fuel from the Burlak. He's got heaps. And then also from the trunk repair supplies. Azov is full. Now let's see at the very end of the day if we can load up all of these Data Bouys onto the back of the truck. It'd be really, really nice if we could. I'm going to load them literally like they're sitting there sideways. But we might not be able to. No, we're not able to. Look at that. Can't load them sideways. Have to load them endways. The other way. Interesting thing is whether I can still get two of them in. Sort of. Right, so that one's in. He's about as far back as I can get him. And I put this one in front of him. His jigger over the front. Bit hard, please. Isn't it? think that's probably going to work. What do we think? I don't think it's going to fall out. And as it is now 8 o'clock, what we can do is grab the task. So we're going to be taking one to the south lake and another to the southeast lake. So we've got a couple of options for how we're going to do that, but I'll look at that tomorrow because it's 8 o'clock now. We might take it up via the fuel station and down, or we might go round. I reckon we'll work it out tomorrow. Otherwise, though, that's it for today. What a mega day. We managed to knock over no food for the wood borers. I can't remember what the second contracting task was called. Oh, I can't remember it. Covering the bases. That was it. Covering the bases by delivering the prototype unit. Water for the weary with the 3 chapels. And dry spell. 4 things in a day. Wow. So tomorrow we've just got water constitution and then bring everyone home. So, wow, what a good one. That's it for today. So if we have as good a day tomorrow, we should get everything done. But I wouldn't be surprised if we're still bringing trucks home a little bit. But anyway, maybe it'll be a long day tomorrow. We've done that before. Anyway, let's see how we go tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed today. And I'll see you again tomorrow when we finish off the contracts. That's it for now. Bye-bye.